Continue.
Gentlemen, you will agree that the finding of the trial court that is acquittal, so far as is acquittal of Sanjay Dutt is concerned from Tada Act, that has not been challenged in the Supreme Court. So we don't know actually what would have happened if that finding would have been the challenge in the Supreme Court. So at present, what I would like to say, that what is your contention that's being a Sanjay Dutt and matinee and all, the judgment is delivered after 20 years, therefore some leniency should have been shown. That is, I think we are making much fuss out of the
Should you blame Sanjay Dutt for not filing the appeal?
I am Mr. Majid Mehman.
Blamed for this.
Mr. Majid Mehman.
Not go in appeal.
No, Mr. Majid Mehman, I want to get in Mahesh Bhatt and YC Pawar also at this stage. You see, I am simply discussing a more basic question today. My basic question is, here is a man, Sanjay Dutt. He goes to Dubai. In Dubai, he is introduced to Dawood Ibrahim. Dawood introduces him to his brother Anis. Then they go, the entire film unit shooting there goes to his house for dinner. Am I right or wrong? And at dinner, Sanjay Dutt interacts with Iqbal Mirchi, Sharad Chitti, Chota Rajan. And I cannot believe, Mr. Pawar, that a 33-year-old man called Sanjay Dutt did not know who Dawood Ibrahim, Iqbal Mirchi, Sharad Chitti and Chota Rajan were. Was he that innocent as he was making himself out?
There is no question of his innocence. There is no question of not being involved with the crime. In fact, I am surprised and I am at loss. God forbid, I had to quit the investigation for some reason or other, which I can explain it. If I were there, I am 100% sure that I could have...
Why did you have to quit the investigation?
No, because I was kept in dark about the arrest of Sanjay Dutt, despite the promise by then Commissioner Mr. Samra that all the accused, important accused, whosoever takes them in custody shall be given in my custody, because I was made head of the investigation of detection and all that. So while doing that, after around 40 days, when around 47 accused were arrested during my tenure, then that night I was by hook or crook sent home because they thought that I need a rest daily, though I never told that I
No,
need
what are you
rest.
saying? You were being kept away from the case.
That is what I am telling.
Why were you being kept away from the case?
That they know it best. I think because Sanjay Dutt was not to be given in my custody.
Why?
So that I do not interrogate him and get the truth, because I knew the truth, which was told to me by Samir Ingora, Hanif Kadawala.
Which is what? Come on, reveal it tonight on the program.
3 suitcases of arms, containing arms, were taken
Wait,
to Sanjay Dutt.
At that point of time, can you tell me, in that point of time, the year 1993, what were your designation and where were you posted?
I was Additional Commissioner, Central Region, wherein the blast at blast at near Senabon, all these incidences took place. And despite my opposition, Mr. Samra forced me to take over the investigation. I told him that there are 3 reasons involved in this crime.
So I want you to tell Majid Mehman, who's taking a slightly, if I may say so, sympathetic position.
Yes,
not surprising.
Please, I will answer this.
No, one sec. First, I want... First, Mr. Majid Mehman, I want Mr. YC Pawar, who's making a very important comment. Mr. YC Pawar, tell me what you encountered in the case about Sanjay Dutt. What was Sanjay Dutt involved in?
I have highest respect.
Yeah, go. Now let him speak and then I'll come back to you, sir. Mr. Pawar.
Mr. YC Pawar.
What I am telling is the hard truth.
No,
go ahead.
Whether it is substantiated by record or not, that I don't care. Point is that I know that Samir Ingora and Hanif Kadawala, when they were interrogated, when I came to know about Hanif Kadawala and Samir Ingora through Tiger Memon Skip, who told me that if Tiger Memon is not available, then Samir Ingora and Hanif Kadawala do bring 15,000 rupees per month, every month to our house on 1st of the month. And this Samir Ingora and Hanif Kadawala, when they were brought and interrogated, they told me that they had a dialogue with Anis Ibrahim or Dawood Ibrahim, and he told that we are sending some weapons to you and they should be kept with Sanjay. We have spoken to Sanjay. He has agreed to keep the weapons, and these weapons to be kept there. As and when you need, you take them. And if Sanjay needs some weapons, keep some weapons with him. This is what they had told me.
I have 2 questions to you. Why did the Mumbai police raid Sanjay Dutt's house? No, is it true that the Mumbai police did not raid Sanjay Dutt's house despite being told about the presence of a weapon on the premises?
No, because he was not available. But teams were sent. He was not available. And to be very honest, I had a lot other work in my at hand, because there were a number of accused available.
Is it true that the Mumbai police recorded a conversation between Sanjay Dutt and Chota Shakil?
That I am not fully aware.
Were there conversations between Sanjay Dutt and other members of the underworld or not?
That is what Samir Ingora and Hanif Karawada told me, that the Anis had probably spoken to Sanjay Dutt, and he had told that they will be sending 3 suitcases which he should harbor, and as and when their men need them, he should supply those things available in those suitcases.
Mr. Majid Mehman, the entire premise that Sanjay Dutt was an innocent man who just was sucked into this whole thing is not really coming across.
Arnav, Mr. Vaisi Pawar is a friend of mine. I know him very closely. He has been a very hard-working police officer and a very high-ranking police officer. But as a high-ranking police officer, he must know, I need not tell him this, but since he is telling this publicly in the show, that his personal knowledge may be anything, but then that personal knowledge is not evidence, and therefore it cannot be judged.
Neither I am laying a claim. I know fully, because I am also a law graduate.
Mr. Pawar, and secondly, 1 minute, Mr. Pawar, please give me 1 minute. And your own admission now that you were asked not to touch this investigation at a particular point of time. Now, we cannot rule out the possibility that probably your senior officers thought that you may not be fair or vindictive towards A or B, that therefore in the interest of justice you may be asked to go away.
It was too late for them to realize. Whole life, entire career of mine. This was my second tenure under Mr. Samra. I had worked under Mr. Samra, the Deputy Commissioner. So why the hell he gave me the investigation? Why he, when the crime was in the 3 regions, Mr. Majid, you will know that when the crime was within 3 regions, it was not restricted to my region. It was the duty of central agency to investigate the case.
Correct.
Instead giving it to crime branch, why I was made head? Why I was asked to sign the order for Commissioner of Police, forming a squad to detect the case. And why at a particular time, they realized that I would be vindictive with the person. I would be vindictive only with Sanjay Dutt, not others. Others, if I am vindictive, it's okay. I should not be vindictive with Sanjay
Dutt. Mr. Pawar, you are aware that territorially the offences have occurred in different parts of Mumbai.
I'm sorry, you are trying to show something which is not against me anywhere throughout my career.
Okay, 1 second. Gentlemen.
No, it's all, I'm not doing anything.
No, I'm sorry.
Gentlemen, I want to say one thing.
Doing anything.
We are not here to pass judgment on Sanjay Dutt. The judgment has been passed by the highest court of this country. And I'm placing that. No, but we have a right to discuss a bigger issue. Why is there this whole argument of sympathy for Sanjay Dutt? Now, Mahesh,
not sympathy, it is globalization.
It's what?
Globalization of a criminal.
Okay.
No, that's not correct, Mr.
Mahesh, but
no, do we have some sympathies with common criminal? Do we have?
No,
AK-47 was found, which was not available with the police.
And discussing it.
I am saying it again once again.
We can't be vindictive to somebody at the same time.
The court has decided. We, however, are looking back at what has happened, and there are some people who are sympathetic. Mahesh Bhatt is one of those people who, through the whole day and the evening, has been saying, I feel sympathetic for Sanjay Dutt. I am close to Sanjay Dutt. I feel bad for Sanjay Dutt. Now, I want you to tell us, first of all... Yeah, okay, go ahead. Go ahead. You got the question.
Assuming for a moment that Sanjay Dutt is such a heinous criminal, and I happen to be a close friend of his, don't I have the right to go on my bended knees and ask this land of Mahatmas for mercy? I am not saying that justice has not been delivered. I think India has made itself proud. It has shown that there is no discrimination, that even a superstar will be treated exactly the way a so-called unknown person will be treated. But we feel, and since we have our emotional biases, we are close to him, we have got our blind spots, we feel that he has committed an offense of being in possession of a firearm in a notified area. But by no stretch of imagination can Sanjay Dutt be stigmatized as a man who was remotely responsible, was aware of the conspiracy? And I think the Tara court had vindicated him, and I'm very happy that he has finally got a rap merely on the charge of possession of a weapon and not been stigmatized as a terrorist who had designs to wage war against the nation and kill his own people. Sanjay will have to face the consequences of his action, and we will prepare him to take it on his chin and deal with life like a man would. But we, as his supporters, as his friends, because we have an emotional bond with him, are merely asking for mercy. It is your privilege to deny me this land which boasts of Karuna. Can deny me.
No, one second. Don't make an emotional argument, Mahesh Bhatt. I'm sorry. Don't emotionalize the issue on the Newshour tonight.